Hurrah, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for coming along today. We've had a fantastic morning so far. Really enjoyed it. As you can see, we're back together again, and we're very happy boys.
You can't imagine, for us, this time last year, I don't think anyone was speaking to each other. We hadn't spoken for the last 20-odd years.
It's kind of all come about quite quickly. I mean, once we sort of finally got together and sort of said, look, you know, can we make this work? Can we regain our friendship and everything else? You know, things have moved quite quickly on from that. And we're getting on better than I think we've ever got on. It's fantastic, which is better than I ever expected.
When I met Tony, sort of autumn last year, 2008, you know, we were very tentative, not sure if this would even work, you know, being in the same room. Or maybe we're going to need separate hotels, separate limos, you know.
At one point we were talking about, okay, so if we can do a tour, then we'll all stay in separate hotels, we'll go in separate cars.
And so we were all quite reserved, not quite sure how much we were going to get on. But as we've got together, it was as though those 20 years didn't exist.
It's so good now when I hear a Spandau song. For years it kind of, because of, I don't want to be negative about it anymore, because there isn't any more negative. But when we did have our troubles, it was kind of sad when you hear a Spandau song, or, you know, to be reminded of the band. It reminded me of the bad times and the fact that we all fell out and we were that close as friends and a family, really. But now the family's back together again. It's all good.
To actually think that we could stay in a residential studio like this, where we've been for the last 3 weeks, and not only get on but write new material and record new material, is unbelievable.
I think we come back to it as, you know, better people and a real good forum. Everyone's just steaming in, and it's more effective than it's ever been.
I did a tour with them 20-something years ago, and yeah, I thought of it, I remembered it fondly. They were fun, always good fun, and it was a really popular tour, and there was a buzz about it, and it's nice to be back doing it again after all this time. You know, I think they've all really matured, and I think they've matured musically. My point to them early on was we could do it, we could put the show together, which is, you know, it's no small potatoes. There's 7 trucks of equipment and it's a big lighting system, but it would only work if they were really rehearsed musically, and they were. We had very limited time in Elstree for a number of reasons, but in the end we had 4 days with them, one of which was a half day because they had some other press stuff to do.
So we're in Dublin now?
Well, no, you don't have to pretend you're in Dublin, because I'm going to say I caught up with them at rehearsals before they left.
But tonight we're in Dublin.
No, don't even go.
Can we start with Martin and go along the line? Sure. Tell us your name, please.
Martin.
How are you feeling about the upcoming gigs? It's not long to go.
Very excited. Oh, it feels amazing. You know what it really is there's something great about being on these big stages, is that kind of sound, that volume in this space, within the air, to be making that
amount of noise. That's what I missed for years and years and years.
This is it, a nice quiet song for you. Everybody, we gotta fight for ourselves.
Any band will tell you that the best bit of anything a musician does is performing to a live audience.
It's like deja vu. It takes me back to '86 when you're playing like the NEC again. I mean, it's been a long time since you have those memories of how it sounds. It's no good making something like music or film and then keeping it in a cupboard. You want to show as many people as you can, and that's what's exciting.
On a big stage, really loud.
The music is not as sweet as I thought it was. And then when I got in the rehearsal room with them, I realised they're like a proper rock band. It's been quite a workout, keeping up.
But you know, we've got to put on a good show. You know, it's not enough just to get together and sell some tickets. It's got to be a great show.
I'm Dawn Joseph and I'm the backing vocalist. I'm the only girl, which I have no problems with, so I get spoiled a little bit. It's so much fun. This is only my 3rd week, but it just feels like I've been doing this for months.
She's kind of one of the boys already, laughing at all the 6 jokes, as we say, that we keep circulating.
Gold, True, Barricades, you know, I knew all the hit songs, so it's one of these tours that I was just so excited about.
We hadn't done a greatest hits tour. We sort of didn't finish, and to go out there and play, you know, sort of something 20-odd hits, top 20 hits and stuff, it's brilliant.
Silence, love it.
There's a great camaraderie in the band at the moment. It's going really well.
The first thing I ever bought with my wages from Spandau Ballet, which was the first 60 quid that was given to me in the middle of a nightclub. I went out the next day and I bought a Canon Super 8. And I loved it. It was my hobby for years. But seeing some of the film back there on that huge screen was just superb. It was great.
30 years later. I mean that's going to be the real test, because you're kind of tempted to look behind you.
Yeah.
You know, and look at what's going on.
I did it twice today and I cocked up both times. So you've got to be careful. Do you know what I'm doing tomorrow, though? I'm bringing down the PlayStation.
Well, the vocal sounds really good.
And I have to ask you this question because there was so much in the press at the time when you split, and we've seen the court case and all of that happen. How have you put that behind you? And is this tour about money or is it about music?
This tour isn't about money at all. It's about, we're doing it for us. If this tour was about money, the stage set would be really small. There'd be 20 lights up there, and there'd be nothing out there to see apart from the band. And it's not like that at all.
To me, it's just a group of guys who are so normal and down to earth. I don't see them as, you know, Spandau Ballet anymore. I just see them as 5 guys who we just get on so well.
The band are playing. The band can do it all. It's just really about getting the lights and the show. And
we're needing the audience now. We're rehearsed, we're all ready. We just need some people to play to, some faces out there.
I just want to do the gig now. You know, we've had rehearsals for 3.5 weeks. I just want to go and do it.
On the last day in Elstree, we thought it important to do a show, but I thought it was important that we left there, A, knowing that we had no technical issues left, but more to the point, they had to really sell themselves, even to this small group of family and friends.
I know this much is true. With a thing in my head and a pin on my tongue, there's all the nerves that have just begun. Listen to Marvin all night long. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. Always slipping from my hands. Sends a time of its own. Take your seats and I'm to ride the next line. I want the truth to get known.
And they did that in spades, I think. They left there knowing that they could entertain a crowd and do it well.
Yes, much is true.
We put in some long hours and everything, but it never felt complicated and never felt overpressured. There was always a sense from the very beginning that we would have a really good show by the time we finished. And touch wood, I think we have.
The nerves will kick in about 45 minutes before I go on stage. When it says, right, 45 minutes, quick, get ready. That's when the nerves will kick in. I just want to go and do a gig.
With all the malarkey that went on with their court case and you know, the band stopping and starting and all that, ultimately they're here because they want to play together, you know. It's not a bank raid or anything. I think they clearly want to make music together and be a band again. And that's pretty clear as to the way they react with each other, and it's also very clear as to the performance that they give.
Thanks for being brilliant. We'll leave you with this.
Gary's an old friend of mine, so of course I was, you know, I was around when the court case was happening, but I was also around much more to the point after the court case when he really said, you know, this is mad. We need to play again. We were a great band, and there was huge interest in our material, and it's crazy that we can't just play together, forget about everything that happened. Each of them had to find the desire to do it and the reason to do it and the dignity to do it and the generosity. But I see no tension. I'm serious when I say that. When I see them together in a room or I see them playing together, it feels five very comfortable pals, rather thrilled to have a second chance to do this again. And I think to do it better than first time round is my view. I have a good feeling about it. I think it'll be good tonight.
Should have had the party here afterwards. What's wrong with this? Why don't we have the party here?
Been playing for so long now, rehearsing, and stage rehearsals, and you just can't get New Year's.
Yeah, any surprises to look forward to tonight then? Any acrobatics?
I don't know. Depends what goes wrong.
We're looking forward to it, you know. It's going to be really good fun, I think. Yeah, I mean, God knows.
Have you rehearsed much? Or?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But, you know, it's the show that counts, and this is like the first time we're going to be doing it, so it's a bit, you know, nerve-wracking. You never quite know what things are going to go wrong.